We have it set up here, and we're going to show you everything there is. Take any television, connect this little black box, and you've got access to a whole new world. Mr. Bill Duggan, do you want me over that way?
Come on over here.
You know, this is the first time Bill and I have been in the studio together for 2 years. This all feels new again, Bill.
Who's leading? We're dancing
like
for
a
the
dance,
first time.
it really
exactly.
is. I'll sit.
So what's great about the Roku, it is #1 out there. And why is it #1? It's #1 because of the amount of content that's out there, which 500,000 pieces of content, a lifetime supply, but also it's so easy to use. Adam, you and I both talked about how we can set this up for our moms and they can easily find their networks, but you have to realize not all Rokus are created alike. This is the Ultra. So it has quad-core processing, which is faster streaming and faster way to connect, which we all appreciate. But then what you realize is at the end of the day, it's going to give you an easier experience. Built-in microphone, which is great. You have 4K quality, which not all Rokus do have, which we all can appreciate. And then what you're also gonna realize, Dolby Vision, high dynamic range. So you're really gonna be blown away with what the quality is that is there. Because that's what we've been trying to tell you. We've seen other Rokus, but you know, they don't have the microphone built in. You have to type it in letter by letter. And also, if you've tried streaming before, you're gonna realize it is something that, guess what? It's come a long way. There's now original content, live content, the remote control, it's easier. We've shared that before where, you know, it's a 20-button remote control, but now you can plug in headphones, it can actually control your television. And what I wanna show you this is what's great, is what's cool about the Roku, it's a smaller portable unit. I can put it on the big screen TV, which was smart, but I just made it smarter.
For sure.
Or I can take it to the guest room TV, or I can travel with this. So actually, since we're on this Roku, I want you to show it. It's a puck design, that quad-core processor, which is awesome. But let me just show you some of the ports. By the way, everything you need is in the box. The HDMI cord, the batteries, you can put in a flash drive. You can even hardwire this one. So if your Roku's gonna be near your Ethernet and you want that super fast connection, go for it. But this is what's great about it. Everything you need is in the Roku box, from that HDMI cable to the batteries for the remote. And I wanna upgrade this TV, because maybe this is the hotel room television. I mean, have you ever been in the hotel room and it takes you 20 minutes just to find your local shows or your favorite news show? Not when I bring my Roku with me. So just by adding the Roku, I just want to plug it into power. I just want everyone to realize, boom.
Job done.
500,000 pieces of content.
Just like that.
And the crazy thing about this Roku, it is going to adapt to the quality of the television. So this might be the old clunker TV that, you know, is in the office or sending off to the kids to college. It will give you that quality. But when you take the puck and you put it onto the big screen, the new screen, and a lot of people are like, well, why? I just bought a new smart TV. I just made this TV smarter. And trust me, getting a Roku is a lot more affordable than buying a new television.
Oh, for sure.
Right? Because, I mean, this TV had Netflix. It had Hulu. Did it have Apple TV or Disney Plus? Boom.
Easier to access through Roku. The user interface is much more user-friendly. And I do want to point out, you know, the fact that it's a weekly deal drop, this is a really big saving. So we're looking at normally here $90, we're down to $59.99. If you Google search Roku 4K, the Roku Ultra 4K, you're gonna see it, from what I saw, most stores are $100 or so. So you're getting a significant saving if you're ordering HSN. Just off our price, we're approaching that 40% mark, so we're excited about that. Roku makes several different products. This one, the 4K Ultra, is a really advanced one. It gives you the advanced remote control that we'll also talk about. It's easy, it's simple. You don't have to be good with technology to access all that Roku can give you. It's a tiny price to give you a priceless value. And again, Bill, I mean, you're obviously accessing the QVC HSN app. You've got access to so much good stuff, much of which is free.
And that's really, we do appreciate, because once you get Roku home, you're not making any additional purchases. Sure, you might have a subscription to some of these brands, but then you want to watch HSN and QVC for free, it's right here, the Roku channel. And this is where if you have not tried streaming in a few years, or if you have an older Roku that's slower, get this new Roku, the Roku channel. Perfect example. Free program, which we all love free, but it's not just, you know, old stuff, which is kind of fun to go back. There is new content, original created Roku content, award-winning, which is awesome. And then this is important too, live television.
Right.
A lot of us, when we think streaming, I'm not gonna get my news. I'm not gonna be able to find out what's going on. This is live updates across news channels, I mean, you're gonna be blown away with how efficient this is, but this design is so user-friendly.
So.
I mean, can you find YouTube? Can you find Showtime? And actually, a funny example, Showtime. There's a show that a lot of us have been talking about. You've probably talked about it at home, but what's the name of it? And or how often it's like, they were talking about it at work, but I can't remember what channel it's on. I just know that actress is in it. You go to the remote control, there's that microphone built in, Vanessa Bayer. I didn't even know how to spell her last name, but Roku's gonna find, oh, that's the show.
There you go.
I love that for you. I've heard about this, I wanna watch it. Have you watched it?
Yes.
See, I haven't been able to find it.
So good.
But now Roku found it. It found the different areas and places I can watch it. Free options, which is great because I already have a subscription to here or there. That means we're gonna be watching and enjoying content more. Leslie Machado talks about when she gets together with her dad, they like to watch shows. Fred Astaire shows. It's 1 in the morning, there's probably something out somewhere, but what channel? How am I gonna find it? Fred Astaire. So it's gonna easily just boom.
See?
All this great content, as simple as just speaking to the remote. You'll appreciate that.
I just went back and watched all the Laurel and Hardys, all the different movies.
Laurel and Hardy. And how do you spell Laurel? Boom.
See? It's just so wonderful. It's the old stuff, it's the new stuff. And again, just like Bill demonstrated, you don't need to know how to spell something because you're just talking to your remote control.
Or what channel.
Or what channel. It finds it for you. It does the work for you. It does the legwork for you. We have Roku at a very special price. It's akin to a Today Special. The weekly deal drop has already been wildly successful. Obviously, we're on a Friday, Saturday now. This launched on Monday, so we're at the tail end of availability, down from $90 to $59. So you're getting the best-in-class Roku for the same price that a lot of folks are getting the entry-level Roku, 4K quality where it's available, and their more advanced remote control. And of course, as Bill accesses all of these things, it's so fast, so quick. So is it a good deal? No, it's a great deal, which is why it's so popular. Obviously, the pricing will expire tomorrow night. So order before, you don't have to order right now, of course. But if you are thinking about it, don't wait past tomorrow night because that's when the price will expire. Bill, you did the demonstration of setting it up. You plug it in, and it's set up. There's no more to do. It's there.
And that's how easy it is to take it to another television. Or, I've actually upgraded my Roku because I went back to an old room and I picked up the remote and they didn't have the microphone. I was like, I want to get that. And you talked about it, I got my mom on Roku. We have smart TVs, but every TV is a different interface.
Yes.
Samsung's different from LG and from Sony, and you gotta remember all that. Versus my mom comes over here, she can easily find her shows. I have a lot on my Roku, which is nice, but you know what? Maybe I don't want the NBA channel anymore because they already won. I can easily come down here, click. I mean, everyone can read this, and I want to remove a channel. I'm not renegotiating a contract or anything like that. Or what's also great is that you can customize as many as you want or as little as you want. The remote is so simple. 20-button remote. And we've talked about this, and actually Roku prides themselves because how many of us have a remote like this? It's like, where do I begin? What are all those buttons for? We don't need all of those. And not all the remotes are alike. This can learn your television, shortcut buttons, customizable shortcut buttons.
Love that.
So maybe I want just to go to jump to HSN or my favorite sports program. You can do that with this. And those little upgrades, you'll be amazed with when you pick up an older Roku or a slower Roku that doesn't do that. And I want to show everyone that the headphones, because the headphones are included, and this is a fun game changer. So I'm coming over here, I want to get to my HSN. Boom, I hit my shortcut button, easy to program, and it's going to take me back to my picked up the wrong remote. That was the best part about it. So boom, breaks me right to HSN QVC, pick your favorite show, see what's going on with today's special, but you have that person in the house who needs it very loud, who needs, so it's like they're blaring it, right? Because they can't hear it over the dishwasher or whatever. You can come right over here, plug in these headphones, as simple as that. So I saw them tethered, but look at that. I mean, that is simple. My mom can do that to the point where she, I'm sleeping in, she still wants to watch a show, boom. Little technology advancement, but a world of difference.
I was on a meeting, a conference call earlier today, and it was all to do with the big celebration show that a lot of the hosts are having in August. For me, it's going to be the 15-year show. And they said, well, what are the products that, you would like in the show? And one of them was Roku. because, you know, of all the things that I've bought over the years, what's had a big impact to me? Roku. I mean, I could name a few others, Debbie Meyer green boxes, or Andrew Lessman vitamins, or Samurai smoke detectors, great items, but Roku is really sensational. I have it in the bedroom, I have it in the living room. It's my go-to. You know, again, you buy a smart TV, it's great, but it's not as easy to use as a Roku, which is why even if you have a smart TV, it is better with Roku. This deal that we've got is just a step ahead, because we've got the 4K Ultra version, which is really best in class, at our big weekly deal drop price of $59 and change. So you're down from nearly $100. So that's why I would buy this one. This is the one I've got. Maybe that makes it simpler. This is the one I have at home as well. So obviously I'm a little bit biased towards it. But Bill, this is, I mean, as you do it, as you talk to it, as you it's speedy. It performs instantly.
And that's because this puck is quad core. It's computer processing technology. Actually, a quick story. My neighbors, they'd cut the cord and they were trying streaming, and they got a Roku because they were told it's very easy, very user-friendly. And I was like, how's it going for you? And they're like, there's a lot of buffering. Right. And I'm like, well, what did you get? Because you have to realize there are other Rokus out there that don't offer 4K, don't offer that simplicity in terms of the remote. And I'm like, well, maybe you have an older Roku that doesn't have it. Because, you know, our speeds were pretty good. They just upgraded everything. So they upgraded, and that's just it. You're gonna find searching is so much faster and easier. Did you see the big blockbuster this year? Did you take the boys? Top Gun. And did you introduce them to the old one?
Everybody, do you know, I'm so embarrassed. I've not even seen the new one yet. People say it's the best movie they've ever seen.
Okay, I haven't either, but you're okay. But we can watch the old one first. And actually think about it this way. How many more of these movies are coming onto a streaming platform so much faster than what they used to? Or remember when these all used to be back in the video store?
Yes.
And it was like, do you have Top Gun? Do you have Top Gun? You have the entire video store right here. So it's actually a really good time to try. It's streaming season. Companies coming over, Guy Yovan. Say he comes over and he's visiting, or it's your brother-in-law. Guy Yovan likes Hallmark movies.
Right.
So it's like,
he's a big softy.
Big softy, who would have thought? I went down here and I found the Hallmark movie channel. I was able to add it just like that.
Right.
And remember, quickly back to this headphone demonstration. Remember when we used to have to plug in the headphones to the TV?
Yes.
And we could only roam that far? I plug it into the remote control. I can freely roam around and still be connected and still hear that audio, which is great. There's another thing. Do you have a remote hog in the family? It's like, oh, okay, he's got the remote. He's never gonna share the remote. There is an app, a Roku app, where I can actually use the remote right here.
Right on your phone?
Which is great, And I can actually fling to the television, because now I've made this an Apple TV too. So those photos that we just took, boom, over here, I can actually take it right over here, flip, screen mirror. It's really user-friendly and fun, and that's where you're gonna have fun with this technology. Even take your audio from your phone to the TV. I'm giving you a lot really quickly. Just realize you're investing in such a great Roku device, because they're not all created alike. Right. But more importantly, this one will do a lot for you.
You can tell Bill's passionate. You can see I'm passionate as well. You got to get a Roku. I can't say enough good things about it. Certainly not in the 10 minutes that we've been allotted. Our producer Rocky wants that as a screensaver. God love him.
Isn't he sweet?
He's our #1 fan, and we love you, Rocky. Thank you for that. With that being said, this weekly deal drop is expiring. So, you know, we have lots of special offers, but weekly deal drops are kind of like today's specials, except you get a few extra days to do it. But this one is nearly sold out. That's how popular it has been. So I encourage you, give it a go. You have 30 days. If you don't think this changes everything, if you're fed up of searching and you want to start finding, this is what you want. Whether you're searching for Laurel and Hardy like I did last week, whether it's Top Gun, whatever it may be, the free stuff, the premium stuff, it's all there for you. Bill, my friend, you got a 10-minute break.
Mother's Day.
That's a great movie, Bill.
It's a great movie.
I think it's better than the new Top Gun, to be honest with you.
Right, and the thing is, it's gonna find that movie for...
They've canceled it.
There we go. It's a good movie. You should watch it. Someone's in it.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's me. Okay, with that being said, Bill's gonna have a quick timeout while we go to our next item. All right, Bill's going to be back with a fabulous MacBook Air. If you're ordering this or any of our electronics, ask about HSN Protection Plus. It's a fabulous way to make sure that your investment is protected with no deductibles. We don't just have the Roku as a weekly deal drop. There are many others. 7 deals, 7 days only, and they are all on free shipping for the month of July. Check it out online at hsn.com. Simply type in weekly deal drop to find out all about it. If you love love shopping with us, well, we love you. Why not apply for an HSN credit card and save $20 off your first single item purchase? Give us a call at 1-800-695-1418 to find out more information about it. All right, let's keep going. How about a new printer? When was the last